Drene shampoo that conditions your hair as it cleanses, and Tide, for the cleanest clothes in town, present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Now, I'd like to walk that through just once more. Well, I don't know just now. You've got to give this to me straight again. What is it? Now, what do I do? Buelah, I've explained it to you many a time. You're going to be in an opera now, dear. Let's just get this straight. I thought opera had singing in it. It does. How come I don't get anything to sing? Because we're just doing a selection from the opera. What do you mean we're doing a selection from the opera? You're doing a selection from the opera, and I'm just a prop. Well, dear, you're not a prop. It's very important. It's a very important part. Well, okay, now, who am I again? You play the Marquis. I don't know, it seems so silly. With all the fellas out of jobs around, poor actors, poor singers that don't have jobs, why do they... Somebody stumbled over something backstage. Just a minute, I'll have to see about it. Stumble again, you'll get two of them. Who was it? Who else? Oh, really, honestly. Monsieur Joseph, if you can't be quiet during rehearsal, you may just as well leave the room. Watch your head, dear. Don't lose it. What do you mean? Still got to get you fixed up. Oh, that's right. After you fixed me up. What are you going to wear today? A costume, a beautiful costume. All right. I'm not going to ask. What am I going to wear? Now, dear, look. This is a very important part. You're playing the Marquis. Oh, yes, before I was so rudely interrupted. But I'm saying all these poor boys out of a job, and here I am playing the Marquis. It seems silly. That's the way it was written. Now, it seems kind of ridiculous, honestly. More plays like that. Peter Pan, girl plays a fella, and then, what's that, Tales of Hoffman, that girl in there singing all the time, and, that other one, too. Remember the one we did? Yes, from Shakespeare. Yeah, Rosalind or something, I think. Well, so I'm the Marquis. All right, I'm the Marquis. You see, the part is written for a girl because of the singing is written for this girl to sing. Oh, fine, great. But I don't sing. No. Well, why don't you get a man, then? Because we're going to do a scene from the Fledermaus, and we want to have it authentic. Okay. Now, what do I do? Well, now this is the famous scene where she sings the famous laughing song. Now, you come in, and she is flirting with you like this with the fan. Doesn't look like flirting at all. Well, we're just walking it through, dear. All right. All right, now I come out, huh? No, you're standing there. All right, I'm standing here. Then I come over, I go like that. What do I do? You just stand and look at me with adoring eyes. Now, let's try that. Buelah. I'm adoring your eye. Now, please, won't you cooperate? This is so important to me today. The Met people may be watching. Heaven forbid. What? Never mind. Nothing. I want them to know, if they have any little summer jobs this year, perhaps they would like to have a few little light concerts and maybe a summer performance of Der Fledermaus. What's that mean? Bat. Oh. Well, where I come from, you call a bat a bat. I call it a Fledermaus. Fledermaus, who cares? Well, now, let's get this over with. I'm standing here, you come over, you flirt with me with a fan, and then you sing, and then what do I do? Why, you just stand back so I can take my bows. Great! That's the kind of part I like. Well, I'll go along this time, dear. Shall I send Cecil Bill up? Yes, I want to practice the curtain calls, and also the opening curtain. Okay, I'll get dressed. No, you don't, Monsieur Joseph. No, sir, anybody that trips over a stool. You're not... No, I'll get into my own costume. Now, would you give me a few chords? I want to just warm up a little. I may possibly get that spotlight up there. Well, that's grand. Got them again. Poor Art, he probably can't work that control at all. How do I sound, Jack?
Very good.
Pretty good, huh? Oh, remember last week? I cracked 3 fluorescent tubes and a big spotlight. Oh, it was grand. I'm not quite as sharp this week. Oh, hello, dear. I want to practice the curtain calls. It's very important for an opera star to practice the curtain calls. I want to practice the opening. Close the curtains. Now, Jack.
Yes.
When we give the cue, the curtains open on the opening strain. Do you want to just give me that little introduction?
All
All
right.
right, now. Oh, wait for the cue, dear.
And you'll cue
Don't.
me.
Yes, well, someone will. Not I. Naturally, I'm singing, dear. And now, the laughing song. Jack, darling.
Didn't you say now?
Really, you're just like an excitable racehorse today. Now, just wait. No, I didn't say now. We present the laughing song, Mein Herr Marquis aus die Fledermaus. No. Pretty good. Oh, I didn't like... The curtain should open in one... Just a moment, Jack. It should open in one big sweep. Cecil, please, can't we have a little cooperation? I want it in one big sweep from the curtain opens. That's right. And now the laughing song from the back. Mein Herr Marquis aus die Fledermaus. Better, much better. He can get more sarcasm into one tooey than anyone I know. Well, as long as he does his job, I don't mind. Well, Jack, I'll go get my makeup on. Be all ready in a few moments.
I'll see you later.
Yes, dear.
Ooh!
I beg your pardon, Oliver.
Well, really, Madam Winklepuss, we need to take up all the room. Should be room for somebody else on the stairway.
Don't bother me now, Oliver. I'm trying to get my makeup on.
I don't know why she bothers with makeup. What good does it do her? Oh, that was a wicked thing to say. I shouldn't have said that. I was just angry. You know, sometimes it upsets me a great deal. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
Madam Winklepuss has operas and everything and doesn't let me in on them. Fran,
Yes.
you in the opera today?
What opera, Ollie?
The bat? The Fledermaus.
No.
You're not in it?
No. Thought they did it last night.
They did, but Madam Winklepuss is doing it today.
Oh, I hadn't heard anything about it. Are you in it?
No, I wasn't invited.
Kukla in it?
I don't know. Cook! Cook!
Buelah in it?
I don't know. They're
Who
all
told
busy
you?
backstage. I couldn't get anything done. My makeup is all gone. They borrowed my makeup. People running around with hot curling irons and mascara and
My-
cold cream and false hair pieces and costumes. My goodness, they even got Colonel Cracky's back there with a thimble sewing.
Sewing? What?
I don't know, costumes or something. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Well, gee, I'm just glad not to have to be in it.
Yeah, me too.
It's the end of the-
Except it kind of somehow lets me down. She knows that I am the baritone with this company.
Well, Ollie, maybe this is something that doesn't have a baritone in it.
Could be. But if she were really kind, she'd work a part out for me.
Oh, you wouldn't want to just put an extra part in. Don't you like to have a day off now and then? I do.
Not when there's a show on. If there's nothing doing, I don't mind, but when there's a show on, I want to be in it.
Oh, gee, that's wonderful. I just admire your ambition.
Cook! I wonder where he could be.
I don't know, I haven't seen it.
Cook! Honestly, he gets me... Oh!
Well, I didn't know you were up there. I'm sorry.
Why don't you look before you leave?
I didn't know you were there. What's the matter? You're sort of sulky.
Well, I'm not sulky. I'm just upset. Are you in it?
What?
In the opera.
What opera?
The Bat.
The Bat? Are they
Is that what
doing
you
that? Say, that ought to be exciting. I remember that one. It's real scary. It's, that came out just before The Cat and the Canary, didn't it?
Oh, that's not the Philo Vance thing. This is a big opera, isn't it, Ollie?
Yes, this is Der Fledermaus or Die Fledermaus or something like that. The one they did last night.
Oh, well, no, I couldn't be in it if they did it last night.
No, Madame Octopus is doing it.
Why can't she just leave it to the Met?
Well, I don't know why, but she is evidently going ahead with the production, and we're not in it. Or at least Ollie and I are not in it, and if you don't know about it, you can't be in
I'm
it.
not in it.
You know, I was thinking, at one time, several seasons ago, was working on a libretto for an opera, and
Oh, this week we tried musical comedy out.
Let's just say we've had it.
We've
'cause
had
we
it
have.
this week. Let's not.
now wait a minute. You don't want to stultify genius, do you?
To do what?
Stultify genius.
Well, I hadn't thought about it, but maybe I would.
Stultify. What does that mean, Ollie?
Well, it means stultify. It means, well, you wouldn't want to do it anyway because that would make me very unhappy. You wouldn't want to do that.
I should say not.
Say, Jack, remember that music you and I were
We'd
working on?
die before we'd stultify, wouldn't we?
Yes, you bet we would.
Now, let's not joke about this. Jackson?
Don't cross
No.
in front of me.
I will.
You're cutting me out from the camera.
Whoa, really? Mr. Prima Donna here.
There's no such thing as a Mr. Prima Donna.
Jack,
Ollie, I still have that music in the files.
you have?
Yeah.
You know, that was very lovely music that you worked on, and, you know, I was working, of course, that libretto is no good anymore. I was wondering if, Fran, you'd try it, wouldn't you, if I had something that I thought was a good, something. Why should Madame Octopus have all the glory of the opera?
Is it a big part I have to do?
Well, it isn't too big a part. You sing with me and Kukla. It's a real beautiful. It takes a big voice. You could sing like you're used to in church, you know.
I'll try it.
Would you? You'd be wonderful. Wait, I think
Maybe I'd better go and practice first.
Yeah, now this is some of the music. Now, I'll send over the words in a minute. I'm working on a new libretto, and then you could put them down there.
Gee, it looks as though it sounds good.
Did they work?
Well, I'll go and sort of familiarize myself with it, and then I'll be on call,
Oh, you're so good to me.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Well, a genius could never be stultified with you around because you inspire me.
Wasn't that well? Well, I'm doing this for you, Ollie.
You are?
I'll do it for you for Mother's Day.
Mother's Day? I didn't send anything to my mother for Mother's Day. Oh, Jack!
It's not too late, Ollie.
But it's too late to dedicate a program to her. And to all the mothers. I'll dedicate my opera to mothers.
Good idea.
That's what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do. I'm going down to work, and I shall not come back upstairs until I have finished my job. No! Oh, I don't care about your old opera. I've got one, too. And I'll do all the staging myself.
Colonel, you better get ready up there.
All right, my dear. Cecil Bill, let's have the curtain closed.
Oh!
Everybody seems a little short-tempered today. Well, I'm feeling my sweet, genial self, and no one's going to get me into a bad humor whatsoever. Hello there, Maestro.
Hello, Colonel.
Now let me see. I can't remember the entire... Oh, yeah. Now, you take your cue from Madame Octopus, don't you?
When the curtain opens.
Yeah, that's right, when the curtain opens. Today we are very privileged to have an unusual artist with us. Two of our fine Kukla artists are going to do a scene for you, part of our cultural Kukla series that we give every so often, from time to time, another milestone in the cultural development of the Kukla Opera House. You know that we select little gems from different operas and ballets and theater classics, and tonight we are selecting one of the very most wonderful of all the operas by Mr. I know it's Strauss. You don't have to prompt me. We're in the pointed shoes again tonight. I would like to say that at this time we are going to present Madame Ophelia Ugelpuss and the Mesdames, Madame, that isn't right, is it? The Mesdames Ugelpuss and Witch in a scene from Aus die Fledermaus. No, die Ausmaus. From the Bat. Famous song entitled The Laughing Song, Mein Herr Marquis. And we are not going to have it, but it's going to be done not in the original German, but in the original English. Oh, in English, in American. Well, it's translated, and I didn't do it.
Oh, I do declare that the man so rare should warily choose his friends, for a fine disguise may enchant the eyes while serving deceitful ends. My tiny hands you love to touch, you note my dainty shoes and such. The costume I am wearing, my voice, my gentle beauty. So fine and fair a type, 'tis strange the things you tell. Came never in your life, how strange the things you tell. But ardent friend, one thing you miss, and that's the funny side of this. Pardon me, sir, for my chopping, you shall see, sir, what I'm laughing. Thought you're choking.
I'm not choking. That's part of the song.
I'm sorry. Pardon me, sir, for my laughing. Wow! Glad you have a sense of humor. That's the funniest thing I ever heard. She clomped me. Ophelia? Ophelia? Hoo-hoo. Come up and take your curtain calls, dear.
I will not. You ruined the whole song.
Well, I didn't hear it. You didn't go through it before. Come on up, dear. Should have sung it for me before. If I had heard you singing, I'd have known. I just thought you were choking or something. It sounded very funny to me. You know me, and somebody else laughing. Really, I just get carried away. I'm awful sorry, dear. Terribly sorry. Don't sulk.
I'm not sulking. I just can't look at you.
What's the matter with me?
Did Monsieur Joseph do that?
No. I did it myself.
Whose hair do you have on?
I don't know. I just took what was handy. Buelah, you've made me the laughing stock of the Kukla, the Metropolitan, all the rest of the opera companies. Well, I'm sorry. Terribly sorry. But if you want to make something of it, I'll meet you in the gym. You clomped me, and I didn't like that.
Fran!
Yes?
Fran?
I think those words are going to fit.
Do you think it's going to work all right?
Well, I think so.
I want to work it out with Kukla.
I'm trying to go over my part. Do I get any costumes?
Oh, I don't think we need costume. We're just gonna have a run through of it. Gee, how does it sound to you? Cook?
I'm down here.
I say, how does it sound to you? I didn't think you were talking to me. Well, I was talking to you.
That sounds very, very pretty. I think the music is simply beautiful. I don't quite understand the lyrics.
Well, you will when we go through it. Oh, you'll just love the whole thing. It's just really great. Say, Fran, how did the girls' opera go?
Well, I don't know. Madame Octopus was in an opera, but I didn't know who was with her. Looked like Mr. Woodchopper for a minute.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Woodchopper, remember? Came to see us one time.
I haven't seen him for years.
Very strange character. Had blonde hair and a black mustache.
Blonde hair and a black mustache?
Yes, most unusual. And I looked as though he was either on the police force or else a visiting diplomat, because he had a ribbon across him and a star.
Oh, I wonder who that could have been. Not Mr. Woodchopper.
No.
Well, I wouldn't think so.
I don't think Mr. Woodchopper's been in Chicago for years.
Well, I know it had been a long time since I'd seen him.
Well, no matter. I would like to...
I think not since the Valentine's party one time.
That was way back in...
Let's not reminisce. Let's get on with the opera.
Oh, okay.
Tell me the idea.
Well, remember, this originally started out as a ballet. You know, remember the idea I told you about it, the ballet about the fairy tale? About the young princess who was so unhappy because she...
Was so homely.
She was homely, yeah. Well, this young princess is very beautiful, really, you see. But, well, her hair isn't very pretty, see.
Doesn't have pretty hair.
Well, she has pretty hair, but she doesn't take care of it properly.
Oh,
yes.
see.
And so, you see, in comes this knight, you see, and he knows that she's a very beautiful girl. But, you see, all the other knights gave up when they looked at her hair, you see, because they didn't think, it just didn't, you know, she just didn't look beautiful. But this knight could see what was wrong with her hair.
Hidden beauty.
Yes, you bet. So, he has this little gold jewel box, you see, and he opens it up, and inside is a bottle of Drene shampoo.
How wonderful.
That's very good, Ollie. That's very good.
Then see, that's the end of the, I think the third act. That's the end. And then the fourth act opens. She has shampooed her hair with Drene shampoo.
And it's radiantly beautiful.
Oh, just wonderful, naturally, of course, because Drene doesn't just wash your hair, it conditions it.
Yes.
So that's really the finale and all. Oh, it's simply beautiful. It's so great. It's so great.
Well, I think that's a very good idea.
And everybody gets on the stage and sings this finale. And the name of the opera, by the way, is Enerd Upmas.
What?
Enerd Upmas. Well, wait, you'll hear it. Jack, could we just practice that one aria? Enerd Upmas. Enerd Upmas. Perhaps the words Enerd Upmas mean nothing to you, but spell it backwards and you have Drene Shampoo. Don't just wash your hair, condition it with Drene shampoo. Don't just wash your hair, condition it with Drene shampoo. It leaves your hair beautifully soft and clean. It leaves your hair shining with natural sheen. Don't just wash your hair, just don't wash your hair. Condition it with Drene
upmas.
Drene, drene, drene,
Drene, drene, shampoo.
Don't just wash your hair, condition it with Drene shampoo.
How'd you like that?
Beautiful.
Oh, that was
Ollie.
really beautiful.
It's just beautiful.
Well, it's based on a theme, you see. It's based, Jack got the music, he worked the music. It's based on a theme. Don't you recognize the theme?
Sure, it's remember, don't just wash your hair. Condition. It's
Yeah,
our
yeah.
little jingle that we use at
Why,
the end of the show.
certainly.
You like it?
Oh, very much.
I think it's very dramatic, especially, condition it, condition it, condition it. I really was very happy with it.
Oh, it's wonderful.
You kids do it beautifully.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Maybe a few times more through and I could catch the idea of it.
Well, we could try it in just a second. I tell you what, particularly that last finale, I didn't think that was quite as staccato as it could be. Drene, 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 drene.
Oh, yeah, that's part right.
Okay.
Drene, 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 drene. Well, shall we try that last
Well,
one?
let's try that again.
All right, I'll give you the cue now. Remember,
Drene,
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 drene, drene, drene, shampoo.
Don't just wash your hair, condition it with Drene shampoo.
I wear the cleanest clothes in town, the whitest, brightest ever. Will any soap wash clean as Tide? 1,000 times no, never. You get the cleanest wash in town with T-I-D-E, Tide.
Yes, Tide gives you the cleanest wash in town. Because Tide is the amazing miracle that not only gets ordinary dirt out of your clothes, but also leaves your wash free from dulling soap film. Why, hundreds of laboratory tests prove that Tide just plain gets clothes cleaner than any other washing product sold throughout America. And millions of you women have seen the Tide miracle. In the cleaner clothes your children wear, in the cleaner sheets and towels in your linen closet. So next wash day, rinse out a Tide wash, the cleanest wash in town.
Tide gets clothes cleaner than any soap.
Any soap?
Yes, any soap. You get the cleanest wash in town with T-I-D-E, Tide.
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Buelah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. And the costume designer is Joseph Lockwood.
And this is Burr Tillstrom. Never mind, Madame Octopus. It was beautiful, really beautiful.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you from Chicago by Tide for the cleanest clothes in town and Drene shampoo that conditions your hair as it cleanses.
NBC Television.